Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the...
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Second down, Winston. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they'll go on the ground. They juked him. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Freeman cuts it out here, left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Now, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task rush the passer, but he has the ability to drop into coverage.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll run it here. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. So completion on second down, that brings up third. On third down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Now fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the back goes into motion. And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out. Create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff looking right. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely. Inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
First down, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week where he kept in the zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Third and goal. Winston surveying the field. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Over! Let's go! Green, 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta 1st down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their big tight end with their second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it. But conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. To throw, Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Winston now to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The second down throw for Winston. And incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the...
And he loses the football a second time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Red zone opportunity. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
And the back goes into motion.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their big tight end on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
Now a handoff here to his running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Winston, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Winston on 3rd and 2. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we are at halftime here and never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll give it to him right off the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action now. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This one caught by Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Over! Now let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Still first down.
They come out here in the eye, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Another pistol look here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big tight end. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality is one games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. Second down, Winston. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And now the rookies, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To the air again with Winston. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 3rd and long for Winston. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think we brought up statistics from somewhere around circa 1927-28, hoping we could keep people going in this one.
Deep in the annals for this blowout win. So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on